That's a momentum changer upstairs. Keep doing what you're doing. Issac Frost looks like a big bear in the woods who's been shot. Wow! And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
I swear to God, you gotta be the worst Issac Frost cheeser I've seen in my life. Relying on the straight right hand. I know you've thrown at least over 500 straight right hands, and look where that got you. A one-way ticket to the canvas because you fucking suck. You don't know shit about boxing. Thinking you can get away with Issac Frost and get cheap wins, that shit don't work on me, Doozy. You and the bitch that had you.
3, 4, 5. Issac Frost.
Listen up, people. Class is now in session. Are you tired of dealing with Issac Frost spammers in the year 2020? Well, this video is for you. Now we're going to get into my opponent here. King Rexy 8 has a record of 2,221 wins and 796 losses. At the time of this video, tells me that there's a lot of people out here in Fight Night Champion that needs help. Now, I've been asked a few times, and more quite frequently as more people have been picking up the game, to make tutorials on how to beat certain types of fighters. And in this video, we're going to go over on how to beat spammers once again. Because this guy right here, King Rexy 8, is a disgrace to Fight Night Champion and a disgrace to boxing. And people like him need to be eliminated. In fact, if I knew where he lived, I would literally kick his door open, grab a hammer, and go in there and smash his Xbox myself, because he doesn't deserve to play Fight Night Champion. Now anyway, we'll go to the stats here and you'll see exactly what I mean. Now if you look here on the stats, he's got 492 straight right hand punches to only a 19% connect rate for the whole fight. Now that's terrible. And then as we get into the fight, I'm going to show you play by play on what I'm thinking and also what you can do to counteract this BS. Before we get on to the fight, I also want to make a mention of a beautiful post on Reddit that I'll leave a link into the description on a post made by Baby Whack, who made a film study on how to beat straight right hand spammers in Fight Night Champion. Now the film study is from a video from Fight Night's Finest where he dealt with the straight right hand spammer himself and breaks a round by round synopsis on what to do and the state of mind that you have to be in when you deal with these type of fighters. Now Fight Night's Finest has a series on his channel called Spammers on Blast. While I can't take credit for that, this video that you're about to watch here fits perfectly in the category of a spammer being put on blast, because this guy, King Rexy 8, is one of the worst spammers that I've seen that's ever played this game. Now the first mistake that he made is he judged a book by its cover. Now given the record that he has, it's pretty clear that he's able to pull off the kind of spam bullshit that he does at a very, very, very successful level. And when you compare it to my quote-unquote record, he's also thinking that he can be able to get away with this on me as well. But because I don't play that crap. One thing that you're gonna see when you start to play Fight Night Champion at a very high level is that you're gonna see these very same spammers try to accuse you of being a spammer yourself, or accuse you of being a cheater, a glitcher, and all this other nonsense, all because you decide to counter their spam. And if you look in the DMs here, you'll see exactly what this dude King Rexy 8 is talking about with the same rhetoric. First, when he gets beat, he first starts talking about how this is a 10-year-old game, and yet he's playing the game himself. So make that make sense. And also too, the fact that he's playing a 10-year-old game and he hasn't discovered on how to throw any kind of variety of punches. He's complaining about me countering his spam with an uppercut, yet if you look into the punch stats, he threw literally 0 body shots. 10 rounds and not a single body shot was thrown. Now make that make sense. Now I'm going to say it once again, King Rexy 8, hey, let me know where you at so that way I can take a hammer and smash the shit out of your Xbox, because you don't need Fight Night Champion, you need therapy. Because you don't deserve to play this game and you're a disgrace. Boxing will be better off without you, and honestly you need the shit slapped out of you, because spammers like you all deserve to burn in hell. So with that being said, we're going to get to the fight, and I'll be pausing at certain moments and giving live commentary on what to do and how I'm thinking to help you up your game in Fight Night Champion. Let's go.
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the State Palace Theater, great venue here in New Orleans, for our main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. Teddy, what role can the fans play on the fighters, the atmosphere of the arena, when they know there's two guys meeting up that can bang?
An immature fighter, a less experienced fighter, can get caught up. He can try to satisfy the audience. That's a quick way to be going to the shower earlier than you wanted to.
Issac Frost able to avoid that punch. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
Targets his opponent after blocking a shot. Frost impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Great work by Issac Frost. Too many of those punches by Issac Frost, and this night's going to be over. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. What a crushing blow up top he just landed.
That's why you don't pull straight back.
That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Oh, a big shot comes home for him.
And he walked right into it.
The big, burly, dangerous Issac Frost with a strong combination. Round comes to an end, and it just...
So the first thing to take note of at the end of this round is that we see that he likes to throw two different punches. The straight right hand and the left uppercut, and nothing else. Now, what I was trying to do is I wanted to land more body shots, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get into the body like I'd like to, and that's one of the reasons why they gave him this round. Also, too, as you can see, he also did damage on my left eye early, and that's going to be a real important factor on how the rest of this fight plays out, because you also want to keep in mind that you'll have to protect that right eye when you deal with spammers, because they will continue to go target that eye because they know that they can get easy knockdowns, therefore they're getting high damage. So let's go to round two as we make some adjustments.
We sit here ringside and we watch guys who waste time. They're out there just going through the motions, not firing off punches.
Hey, if you don't move your hands, you don't throw punches, it's hard to win rounds.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Halfway through this round. Up top with the right hand. Well-placed hook. Hits him in the mug with. Frost getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Clean shot. 10 clicks of the talk.
See, now this is very important right here. Because he's taunting, this tells me that I've got him exactly where I want him. Because you got to sometimes look at the purpose on why someone is taunting you. Normally it would be to get into somebody's head. But if you're going against a spammer, they usually start taunting because you got in their head and they're the ones that's frustrated. Now, to break down this round, it's a lot more of the same here, but yet I've actually picked up on two things. That number one, when he likes to throw the straight right hand, he likes to throw it when he thinks that I'm coming into punching range. So as soon as he thinks that I'm about to get into range, he's going to start pumping that Y button like there's no tomorrow. And with him, you have to pay attention to the patterns, because not only does he like to throw one punch, but he usually likes to throw two punches. And if I get in close, what he'll start doing is he'll start throwing the left uppercut as many times as he can until he can hope and pray that he gets a punch. Now we're going to go into round 3 with this kind of knowledge, and we're going to see what we need to do to break him down even further. Let's go to round 3.
Look, you're standing straight up. Move that.
And round number 3 is underway. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. And you see when he sends that right to the head. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. And now he's targeting upstairs. Halfway through this round here. Gets him with the right hand. He digs in with an uppercut after blocking that shot away. Good accuracy with that uppercut. Good job protecting himself. Big shot. Now he's got to beat the count of 10.
Now this knockdown is very important to note, because the reason why that knockdown occurred is because I started to learn the timing of his straight right hand punches, and because of that I'm able to get in and get the sidestep uppercut pretty much at will, while also being able to maintain the outside dominance. Now, when you're a shorter fighter like Rocky Marciano, you shouldn't be able to have the outside dominance like that against a taller fighter like Frost. But if you are able to establish that dominance, you will have a much more superior strategy going forward because you're able to control both sides of the ring when it comes to the inside and the outside. And also, too, it's ironic that you got "you suck" on your trunks when the truth is, dude, is that you suck. It's a shame that you can come into a fight with this much confidence as Issac Frost, thinking that that's going to bail you out on getting easy, cheap wins. Well, not today. Anyway, moving on. Now, as you can see, I replayed the knockdown 3 times intentionally to piss him off even more. And you could tell it worked because he wanted to get up right away and try to redeem himself. So I'm going to definitely taunt him and let him know that he's starting to lose the fight. And his way of redemption is to try to go back to that same spam that he was doing. And that was to throw 2 straight right hands in a row. As you can see, he has not tried to make any adjustments at all. And now he continues to throw the same BS, straight right hands over and over again. And you'll see here that I'm taunting because I'm at this point got to let him know that the garbage that he's doing isn't working and what he's doing isn't boxing. So now it's time for me to slide in his DMs in between rounds and let him know that he fucking sucks. Because the point now is that we want him to go deeper into his spam and deeper into his one-dimensional style, because right now the point is to get him on tilt. And if you guys don't know what tilt is, in poker, that's basically when you're at your saltiest. So we're going to go to round 5 and continue.
This is a fairly competitive, tight fight. The difference being, of course, we did have a knockdown scored as you look at Teddy's scorecard.
And that's what professional boxing is about, putting fannies in the seats. A harder puncher, the guy who's more...
Round 4 is a very important round in any fight because this is where you can gauge on how you're doing. And if you're down on the scorecards, this is normally when you start to see your opponent make adjustments. So you want to really focus on what kind of changes that your opponent is going to try to make. In this case here, he is very, very, very stubborn and is intent on making his right hand spam work along with his left uppercut spam. Now keep in mind, he threw 0 body shots the entire fight. So we really want to focus on getting body shots of our own and also landing key points on getting that sidestep uppercut and also preserving stamina, because we're going to need it late, especially if he's going to keep draining his energy like this. So right now the focus in round 4 is not only scoring but also stamina consumption. Now when he tries to get inside and throw his left uppercut spam, you'll see here that I throw a sick combination to the body and then I get up out of there. I finish with a shot to the head and then I'm up out of there because I know he's going to try to throw more punches where I can use that as an opportunity for him to waste more energy and also land a successful counter of my own. Now also too, you'll see here that I'm going to go to the ropes. He's going to pin me to the ropes, and right here is another great opportunity to be able to score, because right here I'll be able to land a check and the check hook and get up out of there. And right there is another way you can be successful, is when you're trapped on the ropes, hit him with that check left and get up out of there and watch him waste more punches.
Count down the final moments of this round. There's a good right hand. Issac Frost's failure to get away from his opponent's right hand is really... Back underway here to live fight action.
Round 5 is a very important moment of this fight because he starts to finally get things to go his way. As you see here, he stuns me, and I'm able to keep my composure here and at least get back to recovery mode, but my health is still low. Now, I try to back up so that way I can get more energy back, and you'll see here he is relentlessly throwing that spam at me. Now, where I messed up at is that I went for the clinch instead of just trying to keep creating space for myself. Now, what I should have done is get out of the way and start ducking and dodging punches using head movement, because the way he was smelling blood, I could have at least given him the opportunity to drain way more stamina with his spam. And as you can see here, he's right back at it because he still smells blood. And now that I realize this, I'm going to go ahead and get in retreat mode and concede the round to him, because I know that I need this health and my stamina for late in the fight. And if he's smelling blood like this is also an opportunity for him to waste even more punches than he's already doing, so that way I can get him out of there late.
It at all.
I mean, that's the most basic thing in the world, is to use that jab. That jab does so many things for you. It keeps the guy defensive, and obviously it sets up your offense.
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him, because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
See, and this is the one thing that I hate about fighting Issac Frost players, because what they lack in skill, it makes up for in the fact that they're using a way overpowered fighter. So what this means is that they'll be able to get away with a lot of BS that they normally don't. And as you can see here, he stuns me again. And the reason why he's able to stun me again is because my left eye is damaged from taking all the right hand spam that he's been able to give me. So anytime that he lands it, it's going to do way more damage than it should. And now he's feeling himself a little bit, so he starts taunting. But this is where it's important to keep your composure here, because you already know what the game plan is. He's confident in his game plan, which is right hand spam and left hand uppercuts. So we got to go right back to the basics and go back to what's working here. So that's what round 6 is going to be focused on, which is regaining the momentum of the fight, and we'll take it from here.
Issac Frost's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Nice! Teddy, what's the one thing that shows you a fighter like this is recovered? That a guy who was just knocked down in the last round now comes out for the next round and is fine?
Well, the first thing I look at is, does he behave the way that he normally behaves? You know, is he a guy that all of a sudden starts running at his opponent, and that's not his kind of style? That tells me he's still hurt. That tells me he's still a little drunk.
Little volume punching to the body there. Uppercut. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. What a thudding shot he just landed.
Well, he left the left hand out there a little lazy, and he crashed it over.
Good looking 2-punch combination there. Oh, and he's got something for himself, and it's a left hand. Right to the head. A thunderous punch able to land to the head.
So he thought he was out of range. He wasn't.
So Issac Frost misses badly on that power punch. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Accurate shot. Straight right hand comes in. End of the round here.
Now I want to pause the fight for a second to make a note and emphasize the importance of what happened in round 6, because I feel like that I lost that round due to the fact that he was able to start to learn my timing and also get his right hand spam successfully more than I was able to get the counters and also the body shots that I needed to win the round. So in round 7, we're getting into the late parts of the fight. And what I failed, and the reason why I lost round 6, I feel like, is because I misjudged the stamina that Issac Frost had. I thought he'd be a lot more tired than he was. But when you're fighting Issac Frost, you have to remember that he also has a very good gas tank, and you have to really focus on draining his stamina with good body shots, which I failed to do. And with him, he's able to still be dangerous late in the fight with his spam because of the fact that he's simply Issac Frost. So In round 7, we know that the fight is getting closer. He may even be ahead on the scorecards, or the fight is tied. So we really got to get back to the basics and implement the game plan that we had in the beginning.
And if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score.
Stay on the outside.
Frost's punch didn't come close. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. There's that overhand right. Able to block. Targeted for his head. Frost swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Halfway through the 7th round. Wow, what an uppercut. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Fine looking combination from him now.
Well, that's the benefit of combination punching right there, Joe. The first couple missed, but the third, the fourth, they landed.
Issac Frost's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Frost's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw.
So round 7, I did a much better job, and I was able to even stun him in this round to be able to score good shots in order to secure the round. Now, what's something to focus on here is going into round 8, I'm at 88% stamina, which is huge, because I have what I need in order to really unleash an onslaught on him late in the fight and take him to deep water. We know that the spam isn't going to last forever, and that's something that you got to realize when you fight against spammers, especially using Issac Frost, is spam does not last forever. Keep your composure, and you can turn around the fight, and you're going to see this going forward.
Right now, he's slightly up on your scorecard, but you can see he's got a little pep in his step.
Yeah, and he has a choice to make. Do you just stay in? Really, this is what separates guys sometimes in anything we do out there. Not just boxing, but does he just stay ahead now? Does he just slightly stay ahead? Maybe the other guy catches up then. Or does he look to go after? Does he look to close the show? Take more.
Issac Frost's got to be asking himself, at least his corner's got to be asking, can this go on like this? Can we continue to work at this work rate, throwing this many punches, and be this ineffective?
Joe, if he was a painter, he definitely wouldn't be Rembrandt because, you know, they're not clean strokes. They're not strokes that, you know, you look at them and they're paying off for him. I mean, he's more like doing finger paints. I mean, he's just throwing stuff at that canvas, and it's not looking real pretty right now.
And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. He brings a big power punch, and it landed well.
Well, we've been talking about getting in his kitchen. He went in there, and he ate everything.
Not able to land the headshot. Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. Issac Frost's right hand scores well that time. A thudding blow by Issac Frost. This heavyweight champ lets you know you're in a fight. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Frost probably trying to...
See, this round here is the round where I realize that I know I've got the bag secured. And it also spells a nightmare for a spammer because you've given yourself options. In addition to the sidestep right uppercut that I was landing throughout the other several rounds, I've also realized that I can step to my left and be able to land the straight right hand myself in a counter. Now, this is very, very important because the spammer will get confused. And because he's not able to make adjustments, he doesn't know whether or not you're going to go right with the uppercut or if you're going to go left with the power straight. And I make him pay for it every single time he tries to spam the right hand and he doesn't make any kind of adjustments, which is sad. So you'll see here in rounds 9 and 10 where I really start to lay it on thick and he starts to lay the salt on even thicker.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Teddy, it is such a gift that he has right here. We're seeing such a technically sound defensive fighter.
Yeah, we are. You know, the old-time trainers would say, Teddy, he's doing the hard part. And that is the hard part, making the guy miss. Now he has to start doing the fun part, hitting him.
Well placed, straight right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Nice.
90 seconds into the 9th round.
Jump on him. Nice.
Punches in bunches, working well. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Issac Frost right hand scores well.
Hey, let's go.
A huge shot countering back. I like this kind of defense, Teddy. I like this kind of guy that just says, go ahead. Think you can try to hit me up top. You can't. Great movement.
Very good movement, very good vision. He sees everything. To do this, you have to be very calm.
Round 9 was important for him because he was able to win that round because he was able to get his cheese off successfully. But the thing is that I'm also going into round 10 with 82% stamina, which is fantastic. And I also have confidence in the game plan and in my adjustments. And in round 10, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy the rest of the round because this is where I had to get on the mic and let him know about himself. I hope you guys learned something from this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. And until the next video, peace.
Frost hit by a counter punch there. That's a momentum changer upstairs.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Issac Frost looks like a big bear in the woods who's been shot. Wow! And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
I swear to God, you gotta be the worst Issac Frost cheeser I've seen in my life. Relying on the straight right hand, I know you've thrown at least over 500 straight right hands, and look where that got you. A one-way ticket to the canvas because you fucking suck. You don't know shit about boxing. Thinking you can get away with Issac Frost and get cheap wins, that shit don't work on me, pussy. Nigga, fuck you, and the bitch that had you, bitch.
Issac Frost climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. Oh, what an uppercut. trading right hands. Boy, is this a dangerous biz. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to...
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. Look at that. How about this?
Oh, pussy ass,
Frost
nigga.
takes a power punch.
That's what the
against
fuck
Frost.
you get. You got a record like that off of straight cheese. You need to go, you know what? You need to go buy your own trucks because you the one that sucked. That's why I made you rage quit, you bitch. Don't ever get in my ring with that kind of crap. Fucking nigga. Ain't finna get away with that shit against me. I'm a motherfucking thug. 492 straight right hands. God damn.